the best way to skyrocket your discipline. Now, a couple of months ago, I messed up on one of my IT exams. Basically, we were discussing this new and going over this new theory about this program called Microsoft Access, which is if I remember correctly, it is like binding computers together, and you can like create like uh basically like documents inside of it. Like, for example, if a singer made a couple of albums, you can, for example, put them all over there and make like nice sections of them. Yeah, and the teacher that was teaching it us, yeah, she got really pissed at my classmates, and she basically made us to take notes on the entire thing without explaining a single line of theory. And then she even told us that right next week we're gonna write a full-on exam about this. Now, of course, the next when the next week came, she's she's couldn't come, so we had to put it over to the next week. And so when that day finally came, I studied for it. I just looked over the notes because that's just the kind of person that I am right now. I don't have to study for it like for hours on end. All I need to do is just check the notes and read them like 2 times, and I'm good enough to get like a B or an A even in some rare circumstances. Well, those are not actually rare. The only thing that is making them rare is my state of mind, but yeah, that's way too skipping ahead. But what matters is that I somehow got an F, because she put such a weird questions in there, if I'm gonna be honest. And these kinds of questions, they were like actually misaligned at few points with the notes that we've taken. But whatever. I just I had I have more important things to do, so this was one of the least important things that I needed to think about around that time. So I just continued with my life. But of course, that idea of IT exams becoming harder and harder from this point onwards, yeah, it resonated with me on a deep subconscious level, and I started to believe it more and more. And so, when the teacher announced another exam based on another PowerPoint presentation that we just went over, yeah, I was really surprised, and I was actually very looking forward to this because I could finally practice a new, very important technique that could possibly score me an A if I used it correctly. And so the day finally came. Of course, I didn't study for it once again for like 2 weeks, like the average secondary language school student is supposed to at my school. But since my discipline, my productivity, my mindfulness has been leveled up to the point where I literally can study for 1 hour what would take the average person on my school 10 hours to learn. I just sat down before the class started, and with a calmness, peace, and serenity, I just looked at the notes, studied them briefly, picked apart a few of the most important key points that I analyzed from that huge presentation, and then I just called it a day. And as I was slowly walking over to that class, my mind instantly started to get bombarded with thoughts that weren't mine. The thoughts like, what, you don't understand this specific thing. How are you supposed to get an A if you don't understand this? Are you sure that you shouldn't have studied more? Are you, for example, I don't know, probably the teacher has some kind of a power over you, or whatever. And all of these little thoughts that were trying to take me away from my desired frequency of that desired reality, where I perfectly passed that exam and got an A, they were just all trying to pull me out of it. But then I remembered something very interesting, and something that completely solved the entire situation for me. I just said to myself, those thoughts aren't mine. That fear, that anger, that worry, all of those low vibratory emotions aren't mine. And we will get more to this just in a bit. But when I actually got over there and I had the mental attitude of the winner that actually passed the exam and got an A perfectly, When I adopted the thoughts, the beliefs, the emotions, the identity, the emotionally charged beliefs, and the attention where I put all of my emotional conviction into, which were the positive beliefs and positive thoughts about myself, I completely dominated the entire exam. Now, of course, the notes, you could say that they were kind of easier than those from last time, but let me tell you, there are no truths in your subconscious mind other than what it accepts as true. So meaning that all of the beliefs that you hold about the world are just ideas that are wearing masks inside of your subconscious mind. They are not truths. They are just ideas. And they have such a strong power over you that, yeah, they've been continuously materialized in your life. And now you're stuck in this negative feedback loop where you keep seeing them materialize and you keep on manifesting that mental attitude and it just keeps on getting perpetuated and perpetuated forward. This belief about the ID classes easily could have become one of my new negative self-fulfilling prophecies that could have destroyed my final grade when it comes to, that exam. But still, I didn't decide to accept it as a truth in my subconscious mind. I have genuinely no idea what happened. Maybe it was a mistake on the teacher's part, maybe it was a mistake on my part, whatever. I just act like it never happened in the first place. And so I go to the I got the answer and I got the reality of where it actually never happened. Because let me tell you this, bro. You may not see this, but overlapping with our universe is an alternate universe where you are the perfect version of yourself. And I'm not talking the best possible version of yourself that you can become in this life, but the perfect version of yourself. The one that already has everything solved. The one that already has everything achieved. The one that is living to his purpose in life. Perfectly aligned 24/7. The one that has the dream woman and she will genuinely never leave him. Not because she doesn't have any feminine energy, but because she's like just so into him. And not in a cringe way, but you understand what I'm trying to say. He is basically the equivalent of Jesus Christ when it comes to the heavenly state of mind. And guess what? You can become him today. All you need to do is just adopt the beliefs, the thoughts, the emotions, the identity that he holds about himself, the emotionally charged beliefs, and where he puts his attention onto. All of these things, when come together, and and emotion is the largest shareholder of all of this, will emit a particular frequency, just like a radio, when it's trying to, when you're putting on another radio station, right? You're changing the frequency. But that's exactly what you can do also. You're like a giant radio, and you can change your reality based on this frequency that you output. Meaning that if you continuously output the frequency of a loser that is traumatized, that has spent most of his life indulging in instant pleasure, that cannot do anything in his life, that version of you that, I don't know, just doesn't believe in himself, you're gonna get those results and you're gonna get an F. Because I wasn't confident about myself when it came to writing that exam. But if you just adopt all of those frequencies, all of those thoughts that he would think, like for example, see, I know that would just work. Okay, let's not let's not think about what color I would dye my new Bugatti, for example. The beliefs. See, I am a god. I can study for everything. I am confident about myself. See, perfectly this just perfectly convinces me more about that. The identity that he holds about himself. So like this goes hand in hand with the beliefs, but let's say that uh I am productive, I am disciplined, I am this, I am that. Basically all of the things that you wish. I am not traumatized. I don't have any fear. I am fearless. You understand? Then the emotion, that's just self-explanatory. Just imagine yourself with all the five senses in your desired reality. Just immersing yourself in it. if you, as if you could see it, feel it, hear it, taste it, and feel it, like with touch and stuff like that, you understand? And then lastly, where he puts all of his attention onto. He doesn't put his attention onto the things that perpetuate the negative feedback loops that he has. No, he only puts his attention on the small details that perpetuate the his positive feedback loops that bring him to success, right? So like for example, even if he fails that exam, he still sees that one point that he got right, that one thing, and he takes that as an absolute fucking win. And that positive frequency completely overrides the negative one. And then that gets perpetuated forward because he realizes that the only reason why he got that negative result from that exam that he didn't wish to and wasn't his mistake. It was just that his old frequency just has such a strong power over him that he just materialized it because he has spent most of his life, indulging in the in those negative feedback loops instead of these positive ones. Instead of this frequency, he spent like 15 years of his life in that old negative frequency that doesn't serve him whatsoever. And so this is the game. This is how you can level up your discipline like there's no tomorrow. Sure, you can take physical action. You can build yourself up. Like when it comes to your brain, you can, I don't know, make your bed in the morning, make the breakfast for your family. I don't know. You can vacuum the floor whenever you want. You can mow the lawn. I don't care. It can be all of these things. But in order for true discipline to come, you must not just operate from the physical realm, but from the mental realm and the spiritual realm also. Because by doing all of these and staying in this heavenly frequency where you are calm, where you are serene, when you are confident that you have all of the end results that you so desire, when you aren't needy for them, they will always come to you, no matter what. Because the moment that you think in all of these 5 things that we talked about, so once again and for the final time, I hope that you take notes: beliefs, thoughts, identity, emotionally charged beliefs, emotions, and the attention where you put your entire conviction and all of your emotion into. All of these things will make up your frequency that will collapse the gap between you and your desired reality. And everything will get revealed to you because there's nothing here for you to create. Manifestation isn't about you creating anything in any kind of way. It is about you revealing what is already here. Everything, all of the parallel universes are right here. And when you change yourself internally, your external physical reality will start materializing according to that reality, and you will shift there just like that. But until that happens, until that materialization process occurs, you must just remind yourself, and this is the disciplined part, that all of the thoughts, all of the beliefs, the emotion, and all of these things that aren't aligned with your desired reality that you're now materializing are not yours. They're just of, in Bible they call them demons, but you should not imagine them as these like beasts or whatever. You should imagine them as consciousness, just ideas that have such strong emotional charges that they want to just exist in our third dimensional realm. They want to become physical, so they take over your body and they put you into the negative, perpetual feedback loops. They make you angry, they make you worry, they make you fearful, they make you apathetic, they make you envious, they pity you, they do all of these they make you feel all of these low vibratory emotions that keep you in that desire, in that reality that you've been materializing for all of your life, which is the one that doesn't benefit you whatsoever. And so this is the game. Just picking your desired reality and adopting all of the frequency, all of the factors that go into there, and just keeping you there as much as possible. Because this will not just build discipline in the physical realm, because there are 3 realms of existence, but you will also build discipline in the mental realm by taking control of your emotions, your beliefs, and your thoughts, and in the spiritual realm also. And then true discipline will come. And yeah, this is just way too overpowered. And don't just take this from me. I've helped countless amounts of people in the past achieve their purpose in life, get them on a better path, and make them stronger in health, wealth, and relationships by leveling up their discipline, resiliency, willpower, and all of these awesome skills. And so, if you want to learn more about this, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Reader's Mindsets in the description. They are truly something life changing, and yeah, you wouldn't want to miss out, especially with the discount that is happening over there right now. So stay disciplined. Don't allow those quote unquote demons to take control over your mind, and get that fucking win, brother. And even if it doesn't happen, just focus and remember to put your attention on that side that supports that positive feedback loop that you're now trying to build up in that reality that has been poisoned by your old frequency. Okay? This is the game. Thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you